This is Jerry Mishesky with Balance Community Slackline Outfitters. Today we're going to talk about how to change the brake arm on your SBI pulleys. Let's jump right to it. Alright, to change the brake arm on your Slackline Brothers pulleys, you're going to need a few tools. You're going to need a 1/2 inch ratchet, one 3/16 inch Allen wrench. I like to use one that's meant for skateboarding, a hammer, your Big Brother pulley, Big Brother SBI pulley, and a new brake arm. So as you can see with this very old SBI pulley, the teeth on the brake have worn down considerably. And so that's going to affect the holding power of the SBI pulley when it's under tension. This new brake is going to hold about twice as much tension once we switch it out. So the first thing you want to do is remove the axle from the Big Brother pulley. So take your Allen wrench, stick it into the Allen side of the axle bolt and put your ratchet on loosen. Now this nut's going to be very tight, so be prepared for that. Loosen it all the way. And put the nut to the side so you don't lose it. Now remove your Allen wrench. So this part's pretty important. The orientation of the brake. We can see that there's this extra lobe here which is where the teeth are. Orient your new brake in the same fashion so that when you remove it, you insert the new one in the same direction. So this axle needs to be pounded out with the hammer. Lightly tap it until it becomes flush or lower, and then you can remove it. I like to not remove it all the way, just enough to where you can remove this sheave and brake. So now we can just pull this brake off the sheave and insert it in the same orientation in the new brake. And now we can put that whole new assembly back into the pulley, making sure that we never lose orientation of this brake. But just to make sure, on the inside of the pulley, you're going to notice this indentation. That's where the brake rests up against when it's open, just like that. If you stick it in there without the pulley, you'll notice that it fits perfectly right up against that nice indentation. So now, that's just in case you lose the orientation when you're installing it. So now let's put it with the pulley all the way in, line the holes up, and tap the axle back in. Some misalignment there. There we go. Now this part might be a little more difficult to get the axle to become flush on the other side. Make sure you don't tighten it down when the bolt head is not against the plate there. So we'll tap it in until it's flush. There we go. You'll see that the bolt is now flush with the side plate on both sides. And now we can reinstall the axle nut. Put your Allen wrench on the Allen side of the bolt and return your ratchet to the tightening mode. Tighten down the nut as much as you can. And there we go. Remove your Allen wrench, which can be hard sometimes. There we go. Alright, so now we can see the brake is brand new. It has nice teeth on there. It's going to grab the rope way better now. And when you make sure it's operating correctly, when it goes back into the housing, the teeth part of the brake should enter into the housing of the brake, or housing of the pulley. Just like that. See, that would be the locked position. And then this is the open position. There we go. That pretty much covers how to change the brake on your Big Brother SBI pulley. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Again, my name is Jerry Mashesky with Balance Community. Thanks for watching.